Okay, good morning. Thursday, September 17th, here for my mayor's report, and we're out here at Emerald Glen Park. As you can see behind me, all the preparations being made for Day on the Glen this weekend. Saturday, September 19th, Sunday, September 20th. I have our official shirts, Wild About Dublin. The theme this year is Animal Adventure, so a lot of the themes out here, literally a mini zoo that we're bringing out to Emerald Glen Park. So if you got little kids, they might like that. We'll have all the rides, all the food, all the different booths, lots of entertainment. So it's going to be a great weekend. Again, from 10 to 5 this Saturday and Sunday, September 19th and 20th in Day on the Glen. I really, just in advance, want to thank our tremendous staff in the Parks and Community Services Department for all their work putting on this, what has become a very successful annual event. I thought I'd give a report on our most recent council meeting on Tuesday night. We heard a report from our fire department, gave a presentation in terms of the services they provide, very comprehensive. They actually showed a video that won a Tully Award, a 9-minute independent video about the department, so that was kind of cool. We heard, I think the highlight of the evening was the approval of the communications work plan. One of the high priority goals, and not even a high priority goal, it's actually a strategic initiative that the council identified as increasing communication in the city with our residents and businesses and stakeholders. So we put together a communications work plan that's really comprehensive. It's very high tech and low tech at the same time. It focuses on the latest technologies, push technologies, social media, a lot of different things, a complete overhaul of the website, listservs, but it also focuses on events, focuses on increasing our written materials, just all different forms of technology, earned media so we can get more coverage in the press, you know, so people know what's happening within the city. So that was something the council enthusiastically supported. We created a task force that we're going to have in a communications committee with residents, and I'm going to be talking more about that, but there'll be an opportunity if you're interested in being involved in a committee to give input on the new website or just on communications in general. Look for that committee when it forms, and hopefully you'll consider applying, and I'll have more information later on. We also approved the creation of a few other committees, one of which is going to have a resident component, and that's going to be an environmental services committee or a green initiatives task force. That's going to look at ways that the city can improve its environmental practices, its programs and policies. So that'll be another opportunity for residents that are interested, that want to see our city grow greener, to participate within that committee. We also formed an economic development subcommittee at the council, a community grants subcommittee to look at our community grants process for nonprofits, as well as overhauling our community development block grant program. So those are some of the things that we did. I think another thing that was serious that we worked on that I'm proud of is we're working on our local hazard mitigation plan. A lot of times when we think about disaster preparedness usually focuses on what you do after a disaster to respond to the disaster, like the gas spill that we had in May and how we respond to do that. That's disaster preparedness. But the hazard mitigation plan is what can we do in the city ahead of time to mitigate potential disasters, so that way when things do happen, be it a fire, be it an earthquake, be it a gas spill or some other disaster, that we've done enough things ahead of time to mitigate the seriousness of those. So it's, you know, looking at our water supply, looking at our roads, looking at a lot of things. So that's something that I'm happy that we worked on. We also are looking at overhauling our volunteer recognition programs, both for community groups, for the Organization of the Year and the Citizen of the Year. There'll be an online process where people can nominate online. So that's something that I was happy that we did. I think finally we took a look at Bray Commons and the public art piece. There were some concerns about safety. Some of the leaves were falling off the tree, so we just decided to remove the leaves. We'll keep the statue up as it is, but we certainly didn't want the safety hazard there. So that's my report for today, Thursday, September 17th. We hope we'll see you out here this weekend for our Day on the Glen Festival. Have a great week.